The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will kick it away first. Take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Check. They'll leave it with the lone back. big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Football 7. Okay, break.
To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route.
22 water.
Back to throw, it's Dalton. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Set ready.
It'll be a draw. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Military stunt. Military stunt.
He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down.
Okay, break.
From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Rides the back on the option to give. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man all by himself.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Dalton. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll try the left side. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Dogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Let's go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback adapting. On the run, fires downfield.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Georgia on 4th down.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Got it out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got it on the line. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks. On 4th down, going to the air. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll leave it with it. Breaks into the open. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quickly complete. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw again. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Dalton. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it down the right side.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Hard running there. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Dalton. Got the quick pass. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Georgia going up tempo. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go. Set.
Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Direction.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Timeout, Georgia.
And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a two-possession game on this drive. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there, they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The dogs are barking and growling, and They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cantrell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on third. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires left. It's caught. Still on his feet at the 45. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Moore. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. They'll run the screen. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Didn't have much room to run, and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
Base 27, John. Base,
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal.
Set, ready. Shadow.
Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Michigan offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Corners are going to bail. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this is one of those tapes that you don't want to watch. I mean, I'm not sure what to point to. And listen, they got to take deep shots. I get it because they're down by a lot. But this is just a nothing well, man. It's just a goose egg on the scoreboard, and this is a tape they're going to want to burn.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to scramble. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curved some. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to go up top. He lets one fly deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Wolverines. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Number 19.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
That keeps the score. Georgia 24, Michigan 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Dalton. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Fires to the tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Game number 3. Second down.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
22, water.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had